Welcome my dear students to the part 1 of today's session. In this module, let us discuss about doping, intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductors and p-type and n-type semiconductors. So let us see first what is meant by doping. The conductivity of a metal is increased by adding an appropriate amount of suitable impurity. This process of adding impurity to the semiconductor is known as doping. In the picture, you can see that if a pentavalent impurity is added to silicon, it contributes an extra free electron to the silicon atom. Whereas, if it is doped with a trivalent impurity, it creates an additional hole. A hole is nothing but a positive charge. Now let us see the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductors. Intrinsic semiconductor is the pure form of a semiconductor, whereas extrinsic semiconductor is made by adding impurities to it. In the case of intrinsic semiconductor, density of electrons is equivalent to the density of holes. Whereas in extrinsic semiconductor, density of electrons is not equal to the density of holes. The electrical conductivity of intrinsic semiconductors are low, whereas electrical conductivity is high in the case of extrinsic semiconductors. Intrinsic semiconductors depends on temperature only, whereas extrinsic semiconductors depend on temperature as well as the amount of impurity. So in intrinsic semiconductors, no impurities are added, and in extrinsic semiconductors, either trivalent impurity or pentavalent impurity is added. So when a pure semiconductor, we usually take silicon or germanium. When it is doped with a pentavalent impurity, then 4 of its electrons bond with the 4 electrons of germanium or silicon. The 5th electron of the dopant is set free. Thus, the impurity atom donates a free electron for conduction, and this is called a donor impurity. Since the number of free electrons increases by the addition of an impurity, the negative charge carriers increases. Hence, it is called an N-type semiconductor. The crystal as a whole will be neutral, but the donor atom becomes an immobile positive ion. As conduction is due to a large number of free electrons, the electrons in the semiconductors, that is N-type semiconductors, will be the majority carriers, and holes will be the minority carriers in the case of N-type semiconductors. So, in this picture, you can see that silicon atom is doped with a pentavalent impurity, and 4 of its electrons forms covalent bond with 4 of the silicon atoms, and there will be 1 free electron present in the crystal lattice. When a pure semiconductor is doped with trivalent impurity, then the 3 valence electrons of this impurity bonds with 3 of the 4 valence electrons of the semiconductor. This leaves an absence of electron, which is called a hole in the impurity. These impurity atoms, which are ready to accept bonded electrons, are called acceptor impurities. With the increase in the number of impurities, holes, that is the positive charge carriers, are increased. Hence, it is called a p-type semiconductor. Here also, the crystal as a whole will be neutral, but the acceptors become an immobile negative ion. As the conduction is due to a large number of holes, the holes in the p-type semiconductor will be the majority carriers and electrons will be the minority carriers in the case of p-type semiconductors. So in this picture, you can see a silicon atom which is doped with a trivalent impurity. 3 of its electrons forms covalent bond with 3 of the silicon atoms, and in one silicon atom there will be the generation or creation of a hole as shown in the figure. Now let us see the energy band diagrams of N-type semiconductor and P-type semiconductor at a temperature greater than 0 Kelvin. So the first picture represents the energy band diagram of an N-type semiconductor. Here there will be an additional energy level called the donor energy level represented by ED, which is just below the bottom of the conduction band. In the case of P-type semiconductors as given in figure 2, here also there will be an additional energy level called acceptor energy level, which is represented as EA, which is just above the valence band. Now let us discuss a few importance of semiconductors. Semiconductors are highly portable due to the smaller size. They require less input power. Semiconductor devices are shock proof. They have a longer lifespan. Semiconductors are noise free while operating. Hope you have understood about doping, the types of semiconductors and importance of semiconductors. Thank you, my dear students.